And we're underway.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Episode 6 of Ice Time at the Barn podcast on the Hockey Sports Network. I'm your host, Ted Boggs. In this episode, we will cover the results from last week's Hockey Sports Network covered games, including highlights. A quick note, though, unfortunately, we will not be able to talk about the actual outcomes from the overall games last week and the impacts those games had on the final standings. The reason is the site's not been updated yet, and we did not want to delay the podcast any further. Finally, we will have the Stick and Puck Spotlight interviews. In this episode's Stick and Puck Spotlight interviews, we have two of them. One is with Jerry Wilkerson and the other, Kane Otterbacher. Okay, let's get started with last week's covered games. Villigran Vikings took down Kelly's Heroes 4-1. Sharks Blue down the Ice Bulls 11-0. Finally, Panthers Black attacked and captured Sharks Gray 7-2. Now let's get into the game recap, starting with the Villigran Vikings and Kelly's Heroes. Villigran Vikings started fast with a goal by Burns in the first 35 seconds of the game. Jay Rivera had the puck near the back wall just to the right of Ethan Jones. Burns moves to the crease where Rivera passes it to him, backhands a shot, but it was blocked by the pads of Ethan Jones. Then it was rebounded by Burns and buried on the right side.
Lucero's with him. Stick lifts. Tries to take it away. Pass over to Jay Rivera. Front side score!
After the first goal, the defenses and goalies for both teams stepped up to slow things down. Here's an example of the defense by Kelly's Heroes, where a host of Kelly's Heroes players stopped the advancement of the Vikings.
All right, so Rocco Reed currently has in the corner and pushes it out front. Lucero tries to catch it. Gurley picks it up, brings it into the zone, tries to deke around. Lots of folks there to cut it off. Donnelly now has it.
Kelly's Heroes enters the Viking zone, where the Vikings keep Kelly's Heroes on the boards away from the middle. Then Gurley cuts off a pass and sends the puck ahead to Donnelly.
Icing is not called as Kelly's Heroes was there. Pass by mystery player gets away. Lucero. Now Gurley cuts it off. Gurley ahead to Donnelly.
Kelly's Heroes strike back, though. Parkhurst passes to a wide-open mystery player for Kelly's Heroes, who drives to the net, stops, changes direction, and goes 5-hole for the tie.
Kira's right there to take it back. Parkhurst picks it up, passes ahead to mystery player for Kelly's Heroes, who drives in, resets, shoots, scores, 5-hole!
The first period would end tied 1-1. Then with about 10 minutes to go in the second period, the Vikings would take the lead and never look back. Gurley shoots wide left, and Centauros gets the puck behind the net, passes to an open Burns, who's right in front of the net, and buries it for his second goal of the night.
Face-off's won by Vikings. Shot by Gurley, wide left. Goes over to Burns, back to the middle, blocked by Gonzalez. Back over again to Centauros. Right there is Lucero. Back to the middle, scores! Burns, the second goal of the night.
The rest of the game was a stiff defense and goaltending by Logan Shave, who stalled Kelly's Heroes' attack. The Vikings were going to score two more to make this one 4-1. Next up was the Ice Bulls and Sharks Blue. This one was all Sharks Blue, who was relentless in their attack, which they were all season long. The first goal of the game saw Jacob Boyle skate into the Bulls zone, dekes around the Ice Bulls, stormed the crease, and sank the puck backhanded on the right side.
Goes behind the net. Stratman's right there. Slows him down. Picked up by Boyle. Boyle shoots, scores, and Boyle's on the board.
A few minutes later, Fernandez dekes around a couple Ice Bulls and takes a shot, which is blocked by Otto, but Villigran is right there to get the rebound and goes 5-hole for the second goal of the game.
Out to Fernandez. Fernandez bringing up the ice. Fernandez dekes around, shoots, blocked by Jacob Otto, followed up by Villigran, scores!
The Sharks go on to score 9 more goals and coast to an 11-0 win with the support of a great defense and another shutout by goalie Nolan Sloan. The final game of the night showcased the Panthers and Sharks Gray. In this one, Sharks put up quite a fight against the stealth and relentless attack of the Panthers, as indicated with the defense and goaltending by TJ Crayer. The Sharks defense would force the puck out front, where the Panthers would take a shot only to see it caught by Crayer.
Kuznetsov tries to deke around, loses control of the puck. Reaver Niebauer close to the crease. Out to shot, caught by Crayer.
The second goal by the Panthers was due to the 2-on-1 situation where Kuznetsov dekes around Sipes and takes it in backhand on the right side.
Loses control. Kuznetsov hits the skates of Villagran. Here's a shot by Kuznetsov. Shot! Backhand just out of the reach of Crayer, and it makes it 2-0.
The Sharks would viciously strike back. The Panthers' Seals would take it away from McDonald, but loses control with the puck flailing into the crease where Clement was waiting and buries it 5-hole.
McDonald trying to get it out of the corner. Eli and Seals. Seals takes it away. Tries to bring it up. Nice job by Clement! Takes it away and scores! 5-hole!
The Sharks would go on to score one more goal, but see the Panthers put up 5 of their own and take this final game of the spring season 7-2. That is all the games covered by the Hockey Sports Network in our final spring season Friday night high school hockey night in Tampa. Up next is the Stick and Puck Spotlight with goalie Jerry Wilkerson of Sharks Blue and Gray, followed by Kane Otterbacher of Kelly's Heroes. Take it away, guys.
Jerry, thanks for stepping in. Just got a few questions to ask. At what moment did you realize you wanted to play hockey, and how long you been playing?
Well, the first moment I realized I would play hockey is my pops, my stepdad. I watched him play hockey for the first time, and he was a goalie, and I found it intriguing, and so I tried it and then just fell in love from there. And it's been about 8 or 10 years now.
Who is your favorite NHL or college team, whichever you prefer?
Oh, college team? I gotta go Notre Dame all the way. But my favorite NHL team, my hometown team, Tampa Bay Lightning.
Looking to the future, what goals have you set for yourself, whether it be this fall or next season, or even post-high school, that you're striving to?
Obviously become a better player and perfect my craft in any way I can. But also, after this coming up fall, I'm going to be at a new team, so hopefully I fit in there and do great.
Who is someone that's inspired you in life, hockey or non-hockey, and what about them inspired you?
Yeah, obviously my pops, because he started me on this journey a long time ago. But looking for like NHL players that keep me going is Martin Brodeur. I watched him on like the reruns on TV and just got me going, and just to be better, have fun out there, obviously, because looking back on the older days, they let a lot of penalties go, so it was a lot of fun. And the sport, it was a time where the game was a game, not so serious.
Jerry, again, thank you so much for taking the time. Going to, definitely miss you in the Sharks net, but hopefully, like I said, we'll be able to cover you some more with Durant.
Yeah, of course, it's gonna be a hard transition because these are my boys the past year or so, and it was a really emotional game. That last 12 minutes when I played the third period and that night, it was real sad because when that final buzzer went off, it was hard not to cry because these are my guys. I'm not gonna see them every week at practice, at games, so it's gonna be a minute.
I totally understand, and trust me, the feeling's mutual. Thanks again, Jerry, for joining us for the Stick and Puck Spotlight. It's good to see you, man. Glad to have you back, and thanks for joining on the broadcast here. At what moment did you realize you wanted to play hockey, and how long have you been playing?
Probably since I was like 5 or 7, and I've been playing for a while now.
When you're not playing hockey, what's some of your favorite hobbies to do?
I like to golf and then work out.
You also play travel hockey. What team do you play for, and how's that impacted your hockey play?
I play for Clearwater Ice Storm. It's really helped me develop a lot.
So looking to the future, what goals have you set for yourself, whether it be this fall or next season or post-high school?
Definitely try to go D1. Try to play some college hockey.
So what team do you favor in the NHL?
Probably the Lightning, hometown.
Who's someone that's inspired you in life, whether it's a hockey or non-hockey person?
My dad. He's helped me a lot. Him and my mom, too.
So glad to get to know you, Kane, and your parents as well. Fantastic people, and thanks again for taking the time.
Thanks, guys. What a privilege it was to interview them and all the participants in the Stick and Puck Spotlight interviews. Just a quick reminder of who we covered during the season, starting with Episode 3 of the podcast. Episode 3 saw Coach Danny Villagran, Newsom's Villagran Vikings, and Sharks Blue Dominic Villagran, father and son. Episode 4 was Tyler Smitty Smith of Sharks Blue, and Episode 5 was TJ Bogsy Boggs of Sharks Gray. Our mission here at the Hockey Sports Network is, and always will be, to help others. We do this through live play-by-play broadcasts, podcast episodes, interviews, and videos across YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to bring visibility to youth in high school hockey. Over the summer, we'll be adding small, quick videos as we gear up for the fall, so make sure you catch those and help spread the word about the Hockey Sports Network. I want to personally thank all of you so much for helping to spread the word and building the fan base of the Hockey Sports Network on all our social media platforms. This will help us to improve our capabilities throughout the fall season by gaining sponsors and advertisers. Please make sure to view, like, and share across all your social media channels. Also, please make sure to join us this fall for all the best coverage of youth and high school hockey. And by the way, if you know anyone who would like to be a part of the Hockey Sports Network broadcasting team, either as a play-by-play commentator, a color commentator, or a bench reporter, please reach out to me, Ted Boggs, at tgboggs@gmail.com. That's tgboggs@gmail.com. I would like to share a special thank you to the TGH Iceplex in Brandon, Florida for letting us bring all the games to you. Finally, thank you for tuning in. And as we add more content ahead to the fall season, if you have any suggestions to make the live broadcast better, short videos, interviews, and this podcast better, please comment and let us know your ideas. That wraps it up from here. This is Ted Boggs for the Hockey Sports Network.